Okay, good afternoon everyone. So today we'll have a online class, and today's topic is about outlining, and these PPT slides are provided by Bu Asih, Bu Dr. Sunarsih, and I just want to deliver what is outline or what is outlining. And actually you can download this material and the quizzes or the assignment in our e-learning system. And at the end of the semester you will have an essay to write, and this is part of a topic that will teach you to give you more understanding how to write a proper essay. And it will start by writing the outline of the essay. Okay, so for the first material today, I will explain what is outlining. So outlining has a root word of outline. And what is outline? So you see here outline is a set of lines enclosing or indicating the shape of an object in sketch or diagram. Okay, and we have this, and this time I more agree with this statement about outline, what we will do in outlining. So outline is a general description or plan showing the essential features or something but not the details. Oke, jadi di outline itu merupakan suatu deskripsi yang umum atau suatu deskripsi yang general. Oke, di sini sebutkan general description atau general plan atau rencana-rencana umum yang akan ditulis, tetapi showing an essential features. Jadi ada fitur-fitur yang sebenarnya ditulis, fitur-fitur yang important, dan itu tidak mendetail. Okay. But not the details. Jadi contohnya an outline of proposal. Okay. Dan kita akan kali ini akan membahas tentang bagaimana sih membuat sebuah outline, di mana outline itu merupakan salah satu langkah utama dalam membentuk esai. Dan ketika kamu mempunyai outline, ketika kamu menulis outline sebelum membuat esai, it will give you an idea to make or to develop a proper essay. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we have learned about the types of paragraph. We have argumentative, and then the example of argumentative, we have a narrative, we have a process, and etc. And I'll just skip this slide because it just give you illustration or example about how to develop a paragraph, and we have already learned how to develop paragraph. So for example here, argumentative. So for argumentative we can write a reason first, reason, and the other, and in the last sentence we write a conclusion. Or we can use thesis statement in the first articles, and then reason, and then the end of the paragraph will write conclusion. So there's a lot of approach to write an article or argumentative article. Jadi di sini hanya sebenarnya pendekatan bagaimana menulis sebuah artikel, dan pendekatan itu sebenarnya hampir sama dengan pendekatan ketika kalian menulis paragraf. Karena ketika kalian menulis thesis statement here, when you are write a thesis statement in an article, it's a bit similar when you are writing a main idea in a paragraph, because the thesis statement is the main idea in article, not in the paragraph. Jadi hampir sama sebenarnya, thesis statement itu sebenarnya main idea dari sebuah artikel. Dimana kalau main idea itu di dalam paragraf itu merupakan ide-ide pokok yang akan dikembangkan nanti melalui nanti ada supporting idea kalau kalian masih ingat. Okay. So I will skip this and we'll jump to the example to make you more understand about how to make an outline. Okay, here it is described that an outline is a blueprint or plan for your paper. Jadi di sini outline itu merupakan suatu blueprint dan sebuah rencana ketika kamu akan membuat sebuah artikel atau sebuah tulisan, and it help you to organize your thought and arguments. A good outline can make conducting research and then writing the paper very efficient. Your outline page must include Jadi di sini disebutkan outline ini akan membantu kalian dalam mengembangkan suatu tulisan atau suatu paper ataupun suatu artikel ataupun suatu esai yang efisien. Ketika kalian melakukan itu dengan in a proper way, melakukannya dengan baik ya, gitu. Dan di sini disebutkan juga bahwa your outline page must include. Jadi yang pertama adalah paper title atau judul dari paper tersebut. Yang kedua thesis statement. Jadi saya jelaskan thesis statement itu hampir mirip dengan main idea. It's a bit similar with main idea. The difference is the main idea you write it in paragraph, but thesis statement you write it in an article or essay or paper. Jadi hampir mirip dengan main idea, cuman thesis statement itu lingkupnya ketika membuat paper atau membuat artikel ya. And we'll learn more about thesis statement in the next meeting, and I wouldn't explain more detail about the thesis statement. Jadi thesis statement nanti saya akan jelaskan di pertemuan-pertemuan selanjutnya ya. Jadi nggak akan detail tentang thesis statement because we will learn about outlining today. Okay, and after thesis statement, your outline page must include major point or major arguments that indicated by Roman number. Oke, jadi di sini Roman number ya. Jadi kita akan belajar tentang bagaimana membuat major point atau major arguments. Dan itu ditulis nanti dalam Roman number. So if you have Roman number from 1 to 5, like in this example, you will have 5 paragraphs in your article. Jadi ketika kalian akan membuat sebuah paper dan paper itu ada Roman number di outline-nya dari 1 sampai 5, maka paragraf kalian akan berjumlah 5 untuk artikel tersebut. Okay? And within your major arguments, you need to have support for your major point. Support for your major point indicated by capital Arabic number. Jadi di bawah major argument atau major point, you have to write your support for your major point. Dan kamu menuliskannya di dalam capital Arabic number ya. Jadi A, B, C, D. Oke, dan di sini disebutkan Roman number 1, and it will started by writing your introduction. Jadi Roman number 1 you should be your introduction. Jadi di nomor 1 di sini, ketika kalian mempunyai sebuah artikel atau menyusun esai, nomor 1 itu dimulai dari introduction ya. Bisa dalam bentuk latar belakang, bisa dalam bentuk posisi ketika kalian berargumentasi, apakah kalian setuju atau tidak setuju begitu. Okay? And the final Roman number should be your conclusion. Oke. Jadi di sini ketika kalian punya 5 paragraf, if you have 5 Roman number or you have 6 Roman number, the paragraph number 5 or 6 or the final of your Roman number you have, it will be your conclusion. Jadi di Roman number yang atau nomor Roman yang paling terakhir yang kalian punya, terserah kalian mau punya mau punya 5, mau punya 10, itu yang paling terakhir pasti konklusi atau kesimpulan gitu. Okay. So we'll jump to the example of doing an outline, and we have a example here, example 1. So in this example, the title, or you have here, the paper title here is Frederick Douglass, okay, and the thesis statement, so number 2, so thesis statement here is Frederick Douglass played a crucial role in securing the abolition of slavery and equality of African American right through his action, ideas, and effort as a lecturer, author, or publisher, and politician. Okay. Jadi di sini ada the title of your article or essay, and you have a thesis statement here. And then what you need to write after that? You need to write the major points or major arguments, then followed by support for your major point here. Okay. So from this example, okay, the example give you a 5 Roman number here. Number 1, 2. Sorry, I think they have 5. Oh yeah, number 5. And the first Roman number, it always be an introduction. And the last Roman number, it always be a conclusion of the articles. Okay? Okay. And then they have 3 major point or 3 major argument. And the 3 major argument is described or is illustrated from the thesis statement usually. So in this statement is you have as a lecturer, as an author or publisher, and as politician. Okay. So in here you have a role of Douglass as a lecturer, as an author or publisher, and as a politician. Oke, jadi paragraf pertama selalu dimulai dari introduction atau latar belakang biasanya, atau posisi argumen kamu, apakah agree atau tidak agree, ataukah itu baik atau buruk gitu. Dan paragraf terakhir selalu ditutup dengan conclusion, ya. Dan kita punya 3 paragraf terkait major point atau major argument atau argumen utama atau poin utama, yaitu biasanya mengikuti dari thesis statement. Oke. Jadi kalau kalian lihat thesis statement di sini, jadi peran kita kan we talk about crucial roles. Kita berbicara tentang peran krusial dari Frederick Douglass dalam abolisi atau menghilangkan slavery atau perbudakan, dan dalam apa istilahnya persamaan hak African American, ya. Jadi peran dia sebagai apa? Sebagai lecturer, sebagai author, penulis, and sebagai politician atau di bidang politik begitu. Dan di sini setiap paragraf itu menjelaskan peran-peran dia. Di paragraf kedua itu menjelaskan tentang lectures, di paragraf ketiga itu menjelaskan tentang publishers atau authors atau penulis, dan paragraf ketiga tentang politik, bagaimana peran politik dia, ya. Dan paragraf terakhir pasti conclusion, ya. Okay, so it's about the major point or major arguments. And after that, we need to have or we need to write the support for your major points. And then this one is support of your major point. And this one is support of your major point. And this one as well is support of your major point. Okay, so each major arguments or major point need to be supported by the supporting idea. Jadi di sini sebagai dosen, peran dia apa sih sebagai dosen? Apa sih yang dia lakukan? Efek dia sebagai dosen apa sih? Dan itu dijelaskan di dalam support of your major point. Jadi supporting sentence dari yang akan membentuk si paragraf tersebut. Okay. Jadi di sini support of the major point or major argument is dia menceritakan apa sih background dia, kemudian bagaimana awal-awal dia menjadi pengajar, gitu. Dan apa sih tujuan dia ketika melakukan pidato begitu, dan akhirnya apa sih efek dari yang dilakukan dia dalam pengajaran gitu ke dalam masyarakat gitu kan. Ini pertama, paragraf kedua, di mana paragraf kedua itu it's explain or describe the roles of Douglas as a lecturer. Okay. And the third paragraph or the second major points or major argument, it's describe about Douglas as authors. Jadi peran Douglas sebagai penulis atau publisher, di mana dia menjelaskan tentang menceritakan tentang suksesnya bagaimana dan efek dari tulisan-tulisan dia, kemudian apa yang diharapkan dari tulisan dia, kemudian significance-nya bagaimana, significance-nya tulisan dia bagi society bagaimana begitu. Oke. Okay, it's in the second. And the third is bit similar, but it's more explain about the roles of Douglas in politics. Jadi sebenarnya sama, ini merupakan supporting sentence yang akan membentuk sebuah paragraf, di mana supporting sentence itu akan bentuk paragraf yang membahas tentang peran politik dari Frederick Douglass tersebut. Okay. And the final paragraph, it will be conclusion, always conclusion. Okay. Okay. So I hope this video will give you more insight, will give you more understanding about how to develop an outline and make your writing, make your essay or make your article be more efficient and more meaningful and more easy to read and understand by the readers. Jadi harapannya video ini dapat memberikan kamu pencerahan bagaimana cara membuat suatu outline, di mana outline ini sangat berguna ketika kalian menulis esai, artikel ataupun paper gitu, karena ini akan membuat tulisan kalian lebih mudah diikuti oleh pembaca karena alurnya itu lebih runtut dan lebih jelas. Oke. Okay, I'll talk about our assignment for this week, and our assignment is related to our topics today. And today we learned about outline, and the assignment is about writing an outline from the written article or the written text. And we have 10 articles here, and I already divided you into several groups. I think we have 8 groups, and every group should write an outline from the written article. So for example, we have article number 1 here, and it's about dark matters, and we have several paragraphs here, and you should write an outline from this article, and it's due on this Sunday, so I hope you can submit it before Sunday, because especially in the weekend we have very crowded access to our e-learning system, and sometimes students have trouble in accessing it. So it is expected that you can submit it before Saturday midnight or before Friday midnight. And don't forget to submit your assignment into PDF and write the proper name of the file. Okay, and I hope you the best for the assignment, and you have any questions about or any comments about our online lectures, you can write down your comments or your questions in our Google Classroom threads or forum. Jadi saya harap kalian bisa menulis outline dari artikel-artikel yang sebenarnya sudah saya sediakan, udah kami sediakan, dan artikel ini disubmit seperti biasa ya sebelum hari Minggu. Harapannya sih sebelum weekend kalian sudah submit, karena hari Minggu itu sering sekali sistem itu crowded atau rame yang akses sehingga jadi tidak bisa diakses. Dan jangan lupa di convert jadi file PDF dan ditulis nama grup dan nomor kalian. Jadi I hope you all healthy and safe in this middle of COVID-19 pandemic, and good luck.